set to be action-packed, and we're here bringing you closer every step of the way on Octosport as well as on Toggle. We welcome you to the Bukit Kiara Juara Stadium, where we're about to witness the match between Singapore and Thailand. This is the last in the preliminary rounds. A little bit earlier, we were watching the match between Malaysia and the Philippines. That ended with Malaysia winning by the biggest margin of this tournament, 85 points. The final score of that match, 96-11. But here we go. Singapore going up against Thailand in this final preliminary round. Semi-finals will be taking place tomorrow, with the finals on Sunday. Speaking of tomorrow, that's also when we're going to be having the opening ceremony, so we'll be officially marking the start of the 29th SEA Games. SEA Games will officially be taking place from tomorrow all the way through to the 30th of August. As we take a quick look at the table as it stands at the moment, Malaysia have not lost a single match in this competition. 4 wins, racking up 8 points. Singapore and Thailand with 2 wins each and 1 loss. Singapore lost to Malaysia and so did Thailand. That was the opening match for the netball tournament. However, but on goal difference, Singapore is leading, which means they're in second place at the moment. Malaysia have definitely confirmed a place in the semi-finals. But if Singapore wins this one, they're making their way through to the semi-finals too, but they won't be facing Malaysia. It'll be Thailand going up against Malaysia in that semi-final match, which means we could potentially, if Singapore makes it all the way through, see a Malaysia-Singapore final. Singapore played Malaysia just the other day, losing that match unfortunately, 37-50. A valiant effort put up by the Singapore team, but couldn't quite overpower the host country. So far, Thailand playing Malaysia, they lost 73-30, but they managed to regain a bit of their morale when they went up against the Philippines, winning that match 86-16. Against Brunei, they also won 51-39. Brunei was Singapore's opening match. Singapore won that one 62-37. And against the Philippines, Singapore won 91-22. See the Thai team warming up at the moment. Chen Li there, warming up on goal. We saw her in action against Malaysia, not quite as effective as we hoped she'd be. You can see there just with the t-shirt off, it's Charmaine Soh, one of our key shooters in the Singapore squad. Singapore coach there. Coach Yeo has been drilling the girls on their defense. And all that training prior to the game seems to have been paying off a little bit. They've managed to hold off their opposition and defend really well to make sure that their opposition aren't able to sink in quite as many as they'd hoped, which has allowed a greater goal difference, giving Singapore that second place. Najwa, the key shooter for Malaysia, she's a little bit like royalty at the moment. She has been carrying the Malaysian team through. Look at that, everyone wants a piece of Najwa. With an almost perfect shooting record, she will be one to watch, especially in the semi-finals and the finals, which I'm sure the Malaysians will go through too. It'll be a great upset if they don't. The Asian champions from 2016, the current reigning Asian champions, Malaysia lost by 3 points against Singapore in the last edition of the SEA Games, so they will definitely, especially on home soil, want to snatch that title from Singapore, who are the reigning SEA Games champions. And we take a look at the Thai lineup. Shooting for them, Thidaporn, Sitaship, as well as Sirima Samare. This is a shooting game, so we're going to be looking to these 2 players to be raking in the goals. Wanita Rittirong playing centre, and you'll see her later, a lot of bounce. Vanessa looking excited about this match, and there's lots to be excited about. This could prove to be a defining point in Singapore's competition here. We're looking again at the Singapore lineup. Goal shooter Charmaine Soh. Goalkeeper Shina Teo Xue Na sitting on the bench for the moment, but I'm pretty sure we'll see her back in action. All the players now on the Singapore squad have had a chance. They've been rotated enough that they've all had a chance on court. But it's a slightly more experienced lot on the court to start us off for this match. We see Charmaine, Kimberly, Baizura, all leading the charge.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Malaysia, welcome to Kuala Lumpur, welcome to Stadium Juara Kuala Lumpur for the Netball Championship.
Singapore coaching lineup there. As we get the official welcomes, we stand by now for the announcement of the players on court.
Let me introduce the players from Thailand. Goal shooter, Thailand. Goal back, Samare S. With attack,
The Thais always very respectful, but they look ready. Over the years, of course, the 2 of them have gone head-to-head many times. Just a quick recap of those results in the SEA Games. When Singapore played Thailand, Singapore won that match 65-24. And the time before that, when it was included in the SEA Games, was in 2001. Singapore won that match again, 52-29. But the last time these 2 teams met was during the Asian Netball Championships. Singapore again won that match, 49-28. But the Thais have come back very strong in this edition of the Games. Their current world ranking is 31. Singapore's, however, is 18. And they're hoping to keep on climbing. Our umpires for this match, Nathan Begley and James Matthews. Our reserve. Okay, now we await the match to start. 4 quarters of 15 minutes each. Singapore with the first centre pass. Baizura looking for someone. Nice long ball there across the court. Charmaine hopefully getting in. Oh, no, just a rebound there. Ball's turned over to Thailand. Singapore, lovely interception, and Charmaine makes it the first one, putting Singapore ahead and starting brightly here in this final round-robin match. Thailand have an answer. Lovely passing down the line there from the Singaporeans. Just outside the D and into Charmaine. Brilliant shot, nice, calm and confident. We've seen over the past few matches that if Charmaine starts on the right foot, she maintains that confidence through the entire quarter, and that's very, very important for her. A lot of weight rests on her shoulders when it comes to scoring the points. Nice interception there from Thailand. Ball just knocked out, so it's Singapore's. Baizura will... AiLin sending it across the D. Singapore's defense still holding up, limiting the options. Looking quite even at the moment. I mean, lovely little bounce pass there to AiLin. Bit of contact there as goal defense for Thailand. Just couldn't quite keep her balance. Nice ball in there. Sirima setting up and getting that in nicely for Thailand's third. Charmaine stepping in, just off the rim there, but she manages to get the rebound and doesn't miss from there. Back to the center for Thailand. Contact as Parveen just pushed the ball out of the hands. The game has become a lot more physical over the years. Melody passing over to Parveen. Just a little bit too high for Kimberly there. Hold the ball for just a little too long. 3 seconds is the maximum duration that you're allowed to hold a ball. Charmaine passing the ball out so that she can reposition herself to make sure she doesn't miss a shot like that. Singapore now leading 5-3. Brilliant shot there. And it's another one. Singapore seeming to vary the shots quite a bit now, which is good, because it means they're a lot less predictable. But that was definitely going in. You see how the Thai player just waited for Melody to go on the offensive on the defense. Nice pass there into Charmaine. She's looking very calm and composed this time round. The Singaporeans definitely buoyed by their last result against the Philippines. 91-22. A solid win for them to boost their morale after they lost 37-50 to Malaysia. Hopefully they'll take that winning form into this match. Lovely down the line there for Singapore. Rebecca making space. Charmaine finding the ball as she sinks it in yet again for Singapore. Bit open there in the defense. That second pass. They kept catching Singapore out against Malaysia. They'll have to be wary of it here as well. The Thais using it to their advantage. Lovely little interception there, pushing the ball out of play there. Melody doing a great job. Nice. Sirima shoots and scores to close the gap. It's now just 2 points between Singapore and Thailand as the Singaporeans... Oh. Ball gets turned over to Thailand. They need to think quick. Oh, lovely, lovely catch there. Across the court. Great down the line plays here, but Singapore's defense just holding them off in that final third, which is where it counts. Rebound, but Thidaporn manages to pick up the loose ball and scores one more for Thailand. It's now 8-7. Thailand are slowly creeping up behind Singapore. More contact. Thidaporn again. Lovely looping shot there to sink it in and equalize. Singaporeans need to pick up the pace, and that is exactly what they've done. AiLin lining up for the shot, and she gets it in to creep ahead once more. AiLin, not the tallest of players, especially for a shooter, but she is very, very precise. Singapore defense trying to lock down. Rebounded there. Thidaporn takes a shot and she scores one more for Thailand, again to equalize. Seems that every time Singapore is able to get ahead, Thailand is right there, hot on their heels. So they're going to have to work hard. Charmaine with yet another. Brilliant attempt at interception there, but a little too physical maybe. So the ball is back in Singapore's hands. AiLin, oh, just missing that shot. Charmaine unable to get the rebound, and the ball's going to Thailand. The Thai players have a great knack of just running in front of the Singapore players at the moment, creating lots of opportunities for themselves. AiLin with that lovely interception though. Baizura finding AiLin, who shoots and scores to bring Singapore to 11 with 5 minutes left in this quarter. Ball sent out of play. Back her over to Charmaine. Singapore side have been struggling with their defense, but they've been working hard at it. And you can see how they've adapted their styles of play as the tournament has gone on. Melody reaching in there, trying to stop that shot. But Thidaporn still manages to get that one in to bring the score to 11-10 now. Attempting a sneaky bounce pass there, which didn't quite work. Preeyaporn just missing that. Rebecca passes back to Melody. Charmaine trying to get herself into the best possible position as AiLin shoots and scores. Lovely shot there. Very clean. Baizura finds AiLin, who finds Charmaine. Another lovely ball in there from Charmaine to make it 13. Finding their way around their shooting circle, and it's another one for Sirima. Looking for space, but the Singapore defense have nicely closed down all their players. Thailand really struggling to find options here at the moment. They managed to find a break, get it down the line, passing it all the way across, back over to their centre now, Khanittha. Thidaporn shoots and scores. 13-12. On Thailand's centre pass. Oh, lovely ball in there. Khanittha through to Thidaporn, who doesn't miss. It's now even Stevens, 13 apiece. Beautiful ball there, you just see it on the reverse. Baizura looking for options. Little bit too high for Charmaine, but it's tipped out by Thailand, so it's her ball. Baizura repositioning, passing it to AiLin. Too much contact with the ball, and AiLin gets it in. Some lovely footwork from the Thai team at the moment. Very graceful in the air. Thidaporn. Thidaporn again, and she scores. Hot on Singapore's heels. Thailand are not going to make this easy for Singapore. 30 seconds left in this first quarter as Baizura is desperately looking for a way. She passes it across to Rebecca. They will want to end this quarter with a win, so it's Charmaine setting up, and she scores. 15-14 now to Singapore with 10 seconds left. Beautiful shot there. Oh! Thailand really tried at the end of that first quarter to get in one final goal, but disallowed by the umpire. So 15-14 to Singapore it ends. A short break now before these two teams make it back on court for the second quarter. Zhang AiLin, who has remained calm under pressure here in this first quarter of the match between Singapore and Thailand.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. What a very, very tight first quarter. Who here is nervous to see the game? Nervous. Tak payah nak nervous. You don't need to be nervous. You need to feel excited. Now please cheer on for our neighbors, Team Thailand. A little louder for Team Thailand. Now cheer for our neighbors downtown, Team Singapore. Alright, now ladies and gentlemen, I say Sukan, you say Sukan, 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 see, what I want you to do is tepat lagi, tepat lagi, tepat lagi, tepat lagi, you lagi, tepat lagi. We are done. Thank you for sticking around for this second half of the game. Now please, ladies and gentlemen, show some support for Team Thailand and Team Singapore.
Welcome back to the second quarter here in the match between Thailand and Singapore. It's the last round of the preliminaries here in the netball competition. Singapore starting out strong, and Charmaine making her mark on this second quarter. Little bit of contact there, courtesy of Rebecca. Thailand looking for a closer opportunity. Out of the back line. Thailand constantly with an answer to Singapore. Singapore sent a pass straight down the line. Very nice and clean, but they're going to have to send it back. Baizura finding Charmaine. Oh, just looping out there. Ball goes the way of Thailand. Oh. What a jump. Just not quite able to get her feet planted on the ground. Oh, a little bit of a nudge there. So Baizura gets the ball for the free pass. As will Charmaine, as she scores another for Singapore. She's on a roll at the moment. 2 for 3 at the moment, including that little rebound that took place earlier. Cheeky little bounce pass to find a bit more space in that shooting circle, and it's one more for Thailand. Combination of Baizura and Charmaine working exceptionally well. Contact allowing Charmaine a chance to score, which she does. It's now 18-16. Oh. Cheeky little throw over there, but didn't quite make it. Couldn't quite find her shooter. Baizura. Charmaine with another chance here. Easy does it to make it 19 for Singapore. Charmaine with the opportunity to shoot from distance. She misses and the ball gets sent out. Lovely bounce pass there. Parveen picks up the loose ball. Rebecca finding AiLin, who finds Baizura, but now it's Charmaine. AiLin, oh, so close. She'll try again. And she scores. A bit of Singaporean support there in the crowds. Apparently tickets for the finals on Sunday have officially been sold out. The Malaysians are expected to make their way through to the finals. So a potential gold medal for them there. The question is, who will join them? Singapore are trying their best at the moment. Always very frustrating when your shooter fouls, but Thailand taking it in their stride. Singapore have managed to garner a 4-point lead. That's made 5 by Charmaine, with a lovely looping over shot. Charmaine with another chance. If you watch her closely, you notice how she takes just that little step forward to get her in prime position to make sure she doesn't miss. 22-16 as the Thais try and close the gap. with a shot that's just a little long. Parveen passing it down the line to AiLin. Foul there for Charmaine, who sent her opponent to the floor. The Thai players look a little rattled at the moment, not quite as composed as in that first quarter. Lovely shot in there by Charmaine. Just a little bit of a bounce to get her the added oomph she needs to get the ball in. Baizura finds AiLin, who gets the ball knocked out of her hands, but that's okay. The umpire's quick to call it, so Charmaine steps up, and it's another shot looped in. 24-16, as Singapore starting to pull away from Thailand in this second quarter. Stepping in to shoot. Charmaine catches that rebound and zigs it in. 25 now for the Singapore team. Great turnover there by the Thai team. Very quick off the mark. That's their third of this quarter. Apologies, that was their fourth as Singapore went for their 11th but just missed. Singapore's ball. AiLin trying to reposition herself and get in a little closer. Charmaine, she'll set up for another shot, and it's in. 26-18. Singaporeans with a great bit of composure there. Lovely little spin there from AiLin, who just loses the ball. But she more than makes up for it by getting another one in for Singapore. Singaporeans with a great rate of turnovers at the moment, finally managing to pull away from their Thai opponents. And it looks like they're enjoying the game. Baizura even managing a little smile here and there. Oh, lovely attempt at an interception. She steps up. Sirima once again. There we go. Sirima making it 5 in this quarter for Thailand. As you could hear, just that little voice cheering for Thailand on the sidelines. Seems to be a fair amount of support for the Thai team here today. As to be expected, the traditional rivalry between Singapore and Malaysia not quite allowing for much support for Singapore from the local crowd. Umpire points to the back line. And again. Oh, lovely little pass there. But the umpire wasn't having it. Too long it took as the Thai team quickly get in position, but a lovely block by Melody sends the ball out. Making space, it's Sirima once again who scores for Thailand, making it 21. Nice turnover from the Singaporean side. Quick succession of passes as Baizura directing her teammates. Co-vice captain lending her experience to this squad as Charmaine and her experience get another one in for Singapore. Into AiLin, who scores one more for Singapore. Just tipped in there, beautiful shot. The Thais trying to make room. Singapore closing them down effectively. Akila getting up in her face a little bit. But Sirima still able to shoot. (29-22), or rather 30-22, as Charmaine gets yet another in for Singapore in the final few seconds of this game. And that's the whistle. Halfway through this match, and Charmaine can afford a smile. Singapore currently leading 30-22 against Thailand, pulling away in this second quarter.
You know we have it, the desire to succeed. We always know we have thoughts, and that means always improving. Emerge. So if you emerge from the water, you gain nothing. Except for the timeless loss and cheer. Show up, show resilience. That's where you want to be. As well as you.
Watch it tumble the ball
Sini, boleh? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! Tambahkan lagi ya. Alright, come on. As loud as you can. 3, 2, 1, go! Boleh lah, boleh lah. Mana balik? 3, 2, 1, go! Saya suka siapa yang buat. Now, I know you guys at the back are taking pictures to wait for the Malaysian team, but please, if it's possible, do not crowd them. Kita tak nak racist rest apa-apa. Please let them go and get better rest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, kuat-kuat everyone, loudly say, this is the stage. 3, 2, 1, go! Ayo lagi kuat. Okay, one more time. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright.
There we go, the whistle for the third quarter here at the Dwara Stadium in Bukit Kira. 30-22 at the moment to the Singaporeans. Singaporeans during that break looking very comfortable, very confident with their 8-point lead. Thai players looking for options here. Singapore's defense doing well to close them down at the moment, as we see Charmaine Lee coming on in this second half. Thailand scoring the first point in this half. Nice low pass there between a couple of the taller players in the squad. Lovely start there from Toe. Teo Kai Wei, youngest in this Singapore squad. This is her first time playing with the team. She was selected and confirmed just a couple of months ago. Teo Kai Wei. She's actually turning 21 on the 21st of August, so if Singapore makes it through to the finals and wins, it'll be a nice birthday present for her. She's certainly making her presence felt in this third quarter since coming off the bench. Sneaky pass there from the Thais to allow them to reposition and get one in. 32-24. Again, Kai Wei finding space for herself and getting one more in. Doing Charmaine proud. You can see Charmaine just smiling there. She sets up for the shot. Lovely clean shot there as well. Sirima getting one back for Thailand though. Singaporeans with a great work rate at the moment. And Charmaine misses that shot, rebounds it, and the Thais pick it up. Charmaine intercepts it as she makes her way back into the shooting circle. Vanessa coming on in place of Baizura as centre. The captain providing a lot of experience in the field as Charmaine gets one more in for Singapore. Sirima finding herself way too far up the field. Akila intercepting the shot. Oh, lovely long ball over to Kai Wei, who sets up, and yes, she scores yet another for Singapore. It's 4 for 4 for Kai Wei in this second half. She's doing a great job at the moment, despite her tender age. 10 points is what separates Singapore and Thailand at the moment. Oh, lovely there from the Thai shooter. Great height helping her as she goes up against AiLin, who stands at 196. Lovely looping shot there from Sirima. And it's yet another in for the ties, 35-27. Vanessa looking Highway sends it to Charmaine, just a little bit too far for her. Charmaine in the perfect spot. Time is flying here, and so are the players. Lovely long ball. Charmaine with another for Singapore. Chloe looking like she's working hard, but it's definitely showing. So Kimberly, who sends it long to Charmaine. Oh, she catches the rebound, steps back, and doesn't miss. Thai players looking for options. The Singaporeans not willing to let up. Lovely. Sirima with another one for Thailand. Oh, look at that little pass. Oh. Cheeky little bounce pass in. Second pass is what Singapore has to be aware of. And interestingly, the lower balls are really going to work in Thailand's favour, especially in that gold circle going up against Lee, who's just not quite as quick when it comes to getting the lower balls. Highway. Oh, just a little bit over the top. Too much pressure as the ball turns over to Thailand. Thailand don't quite have the pace when it comes to going down the line. Lovely interception from Akila, who sends it over to Vanessa. Long ball over to Kimberly. Across to Akila again. Rebecca looking for options as she sends it back out. Vanessa. Oh, Charmaine just losing it. Sweaty palms in this situation and not going to help. She shoots, she scores, it's another for Thailand. Kimberly doing the splits there. Nicely sunken in there by Charmaine. Vanessa looking for options, sends it cross court to Melody. Intercepted there by the Thai team, who caught traveling, so it's back over to Singapore, who get the ball rolling as quickly as they can. Charmaine getting it in, making it 40 now for Singapore. Back over to Charmaine. Singapore so far has scored 15 in each quarter of this match. They have just over 3.5 minutes and 4 points to go to equal that. Thailand not going to make it easy. 31 now. Oh, Charmaine taking a ball to the face, but recovering quite well. I hope she doesn't have a headache from that shot. She looks still focused, able to grab the ball, and she sets up and scores. A ball to the face isn't going to stop her. Taking a step back, she shoots and scores. The third goal shooter not confident from that distance. Sirima, however, from that distance is, and she scores another. Look at the pace of concentration. Haley picking up the loose ball from the floor. Lovely long ball that goes just too long. Rebecca not quite able to keep it in play. Ball sent out once more. Lovely defense there from the Singapore side. Melody with some great reach. Locked right over, locked right in. It's another for Thailand, who are determined to claw back in this match with just less than 1.5 minutes to go. And 8 points that separate them at the moment. Charmaine running in to get that shot. 1 minute. Singapore really effective in locking down the Thais when it comes to them turning over the ball, which is doing great things and speaks volumes about how much they've improved their defense in their last couple of games. Vanessa sends a long ball over. Rebecca over to Charmaine, who scores again for Singapore. Oh, a massive collision there for Rebecca. She's sent flying to the floor. Not intentional, but that must have hurt. As the whistle gets blown on that third quarter. She looks a little bit shaken, but she'll be okay. As we end the third quarter, 34-43 in favor of Singapore.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in a few more minutes, we're going to enter the final quarter of Thailand versus Singapore. I know everyone's excited to see the game, so please give both of the teams a big round of applause. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please thank Team Brunei for spending the time with us here today. Berikan kepada pasukan Brunei. Alright. Very quiet during the game, but everyone's very focused. Right? Okay, so what I'm going to say. Okay, let's try to make you be a bit more loose, okay? Everyone say defense. Okay, what else? Apa ni biasa je, kalau mana perlawanan mesti ada satu lagi yang sedang terus. Apa lagi? Apa? Nice one. Okay, come on. 1, 2, 3. Nice one. Alright. Okay. And then one more. Say 3 out. Tahu tak dia apa? Mana apa? Mana 3 out? What's that? What's 3 out? Apa dia? Dia nak curi bulan balik kan? Okay. Alright. Now the positions on the court. Now what is the middle? The attackers? GS? GA? Go attack. Wing attack. Okay, defense pula. Wing defense. Go defense. Goalkeeper! Alright, give yourselves a round of applause. Now before the final quarter starts, as usual, I want everyone to say, this is the 29 SEA Games. Adjust it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go!
Here we go, fourth and final quarter between Thailand and Singapore. Singapore leading 43-34 in the final round-robin match as Kai Wei makes it 44 for the Singaporeans. She has proved rather effective since she came on, barely missing a shot. Same can be said for the Thai goal shooter. Charmaine making it 45. Full and casual as you like. Lovely jump there by the centre. Got great reach there. Pakadakanan. Charmaine with another for Singapore. Answering Thailand's call there. It's been a close match so far between the two sides. In that third quarter, Thailand managing to get 12 past Singapore, with Singapore answering with 13. Highway again, lovely shot there. For someone so young, she brings great composure. Knocking the ball out of her opponent's hands. She'll pay for that though. The Thais have come into this fourth and final quarter with a bit more gusto. Pakadakanan. She's missed only one shot so far. From afar you wouldn't notice her height, but she does stand pretty much shoulder to shoulder with Chun Li Li, who is Singapore's tallest player at 196. Charmaine setting up for this shot, and it's another one in the bag. Highway. Just sending the ball out. Can hear the Singapore supporters. Lily doing a great job there to intercept that ball. She knows that if it gets in the hands of Pakadakanan, it's definitely going to go in the net. Pakadakanan making herself available, but Lily doing her best to block her out. Nikila doing her best to get in there. Lovely interception. Charmaine, oh, just rebounding off the edge there. Fast and furious at the moment, the action in this match. Singapore leading 50-38 in this fourth quarter. The Thais looking like they're running out of options. Singapore's defense is really closing them down. It looks like Team Singapore is starting to enjoy themselves. 7 minutes to go. 12 points that separate them. Khanittha sending the ball in to Paweena. 39 now. Over to Kaiwei, who sinks it in. She is doing a great job so far. Charmaine stepping up for this shot to make it 53. But there is no time to rest. Not when Thailand come knocking on your door. Paweena gets it in to make it 40. 13 points now. Singapore look at that lovely shot, just looped in there. Okay, Thailand for the centre pass. Thailand seeing red at the moment in their defence. A lovely quick succession of passes down the line. See Charmaine with the ball to make it 55 for Singapore. Singapore turning over that shot. So now on their centre pass. The Thais with the opportunity, but wasted as Kaiwei quickly hands it over to Charmaine. Kaiwei's turn now. Already 13 shots in total in this quarter for Singapore. Singapore creeping further and further away from Thailand at this point. They are fighting strong. 16 points adrift of Thailand at the moment. Chloe making space for herself in that shooting circle as she shoots, and it's a rebound. Disappointed with herself that she missed that one. Oh, lovely long pass there from Thailand. Goes a little too long, and it's Lili who'll take the throw in from the back line. Sends it over to Akila. Brilliant down the line passing here from Singapore, who've definitely improved. Charmaine waiting for the goalkeeper to make her move before she takes her shot. Bit of an altercation there. The ball sent quickly across, and Kaiwei's got it. Oh, rebounded out. Disappointing. Seems like she's just lost her groove a little bit with a couple of misses. Singapore fight for the ball, but it's going to go the way of Thailand. A couple of long, lovely balls across as Kaiwei redeems herself with number 58 now for Singapore. Lovely ball sunk in there by Papua Kaganan. Charmaine sinks one in for Singapore, and I think that's it. It's going to be the final one as the whistle blows on the fourth and final quarter of this match between Singapore and Thailand. 41-59 in favor of Singapore.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all congratulate Team Singapore!
A brilliant effort there from the Singapore side.
Team Thailand! Thank you everyone for spending the time with us here at Juara Stadium. Please do drop by.
A thrilling match from start to finish there between Thailand and Singapore. It's so close at so many points. The final score though, 41-59, which means that Singapore reaffirm their place on the table just behind Malaysia. The Philippines will definitely be out. There we go. We just got the final breakdowns between Singapore and Thailand. As you can see, in that third quarter, that's really when Thailand came out guns blazing in the first and third quarter, giving Singapore a massive run for their money. But Singapore holding on in the second and the fourth. Singapore very consistent with their shooting, 15, 15, 13 and 16 throughout the course of the match. Brilliantly done, and you could see Kai Wei's addition in the third and fourth quarter really helping, taking some of that burden off Charmaine, who we really have been looking to score a lot of the points in the past few matches, but now the load shared. AiLin also making her presence felt in that first and second quarter as well. Defensively, Singapore coming across a lot stronger. They did have their passing structured a lot better to get quickly past the Thai defense. As we catch up with the highlights, Singapore started very strongly, scoring the first point of the game. But the Thais were answering at every single step of the way. For every point that Singapore had, especially the one scored by Charmaine, like this one here, beautiful shot. The Thais had an answer to it. Here again we see Charmaine. Once she got into the groove of things, she really kept the ball rolling throughout that first quarter. It was beautiful to watch her. But then in the second quarter, the Thais losing a little bit of their firepower, but defensively still very strong. Charmaine and AiLin, Zhang AiLin doing a lot of the work. AiLin getting out as goal attack, making herself useful in that center third as well to really set up the shots for Charmaine. Some great teamwork that we saw between each of these players. As we saw the addition of Kai Wei in the third quarter, she was doing a great job. But this lady right here from Thailand, Pakladattanan, a lot of credit has to go to her for being a complete stalwart. Kai Wei rarely missing since she came off the bench in that third quarter. And there we have it, the final result between Thailand and Singapore. Thailand 41, Singapore 59. The teams will now enjoy their break tonight before we come back for the semi-finals tomorrow. Make sure you join us for all of that action coming your way tomorrow. Also the opening ceremony, you don't want to miss that, and you can catch all the action right here on Octo and Toggle, brought to you by MediaCorp live from the 29th SEA Games in Kuala Lumpur.